Call the city council meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Alderman Coles?
Here.
Alderman Shockey?
Here.
Alderman Police?
Here.
Alderman Winger? Alderman Knipe?
Here.
Alderman Wesley?
Here.
Alderman Cadala?
Here.
Alderman Lewiton?
Here.
Mayor Johnson?
Here. Quorum being present, will you stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? May I have a motion to approve the minutes November 20th, 2008? Is there a second
Second.
on the question? Alderman Lewiton? While you're waiting, Alderman Police?
I just want to abstain.
Alderman
I want to
Lewiton?
make one correction. In section 10, in the first paragraph, and I'll explain it by reverting to the next paragraph. It says, on a motion by Alderman Shockey, seconded by Alderman Cadala to table this meeting to the next city council meeting in January. It's not the next, it's the first city council, and then there was another item to be tabled, and the same thing was said. And in the other instance, they used the correct phraseology. So they should both have the same phraseology.
I will make that change. Any other corrections or additions? If not, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Bills, Alderman Wesley?
I'll make a motion, pay the bill $720.
Second.
If you want to include all three in one motion, one roll call, we can do that.
I only have two, Mayor.
Got three.
Okay.
I have three unless it's been deleted. Is your motion to approve the bills for December 4, 2008, in the amount of $1,635,575.18?
That is my motion, Mayor.
For December 18th, $720.
$20.
And for December 18th, $319,250.38. Is that your motion?
That's my motion, Mayor.
Is there a second?
Second.
On the question. Roll call.
Alderman Coles?
Yes.
Alderman Police?
Yes.
Alderman Knipe?
Yes.
Alderman Cadala?
Yes.
Alderman Shockey?
Yes.
Alderman Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Lewiton?
Yes.
That passes. Do any citizens wish to address the city council this evening? If so, if you go to the podium and give us your name and address, please. Hearing none, I do not have any written communiques. It brings us to mayor's report. We're going to go with item B first. Chief or Dean, are you taking the lead on this?
Thank you, Mayor. It's been 4 years, about 4 years now that we've been before you with regards to a Citizen Life-Saving Award. This last summer, we had a highly unusual circumstance where we had a private citizen save a life of someone within our community, and we'd like to bring that person's efforts to the City Council. And also, we're going to be awarding her the Chief's Life-Saving Award. And this was a event which was brought to our department's attention by the watch commander, who's Dean Kostopoulos. And based on the information that he provided to our awards committee and that I approved, we feel that this definitely is meritorious service, which not only we need to acknowledge, but also the city of Wooddale needs to acknowledge. And with that, I'd like to ask Dean to step up. And also, Julie, can you kind of come up here right now?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dean Kostopoulos. I'm a sergeant with the Wooddale Police Department. As the chief said, I'd like to take a few minutes of your time tonight and tell you about the efforts of a civilian lifeguard who saved the life of a 25-year-old man in the latter part of August this year. Our department was called to the Georgetown Clubhouse swimming pool after receiving a 911 call of a possible drowning. Upon our arrival, we met with the fire department, personnel, and patrons poolside. A short time later, the 25-year-old victim was taken to a local hospital for treatment. While conducting an investigation into the incident, I had the chance to speak with the lifeguard and this was Julie's story. Julie was on duty the evening of August 23rd, 2008. The night was somewhat standard for the pool. There were approximately 10 to 14 people in the pool area. Of these 10 to 14, 4 were swimming together and playing pool games. While conducting a normal scan of the pool, she noticed that one of the person's friends, there was a group of 4 people swimming together, had swam toward the deep end away from everybody else. Julie scanned for the other swimmers and then directed her attention back to the deep end. Julie noticed that the one swimmer was no longer there. She looked closer and noticed that the swimmer was below the water line and not coming back to the top. Julie then dove into the pool, gained control of the swimmer at the bottom of the pool, brought him back to the surface, and then poolside. Life-saving techniques were then administered while another patron dialed 911. It was later determined that the individual suffered a seizure while swimming in the pool, lost consciousness, and began to sink toward the bottom. If it were not for the heroic efforts of Julie Hannick, most likely to say he would not be with us today. And with that, I'd like to ask Chief Frank Benowitz and myself, we're going to be presenting Julie Hannick with the Wooddale Police Department Citizen Service Award. Sure. Thanks. Appreciate it. It's a plaque presented to Julie, states the Citizen Service Award presented to Julie Marie Hannick in recognition of your heroic effort and the performance of your duties on August 23rd, 2008, that resulted in saving another person's life, awarded this day, December 18th, 2008, by Frank B. Benowitz, Chief of Police. Julie, congratulations.
Hey, Mikey. Thanks again, Julie.
Also, under Mayor's Report, I want to wish all the citizens on behalf of the staff and the City Council Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and a blessed and prosperous New Year. We're going to skip over item A for the moment. Mr. Manager, any report?
No report, Mr. Mayor.
That brings us to the consent agenda. Is there any objections to any items on the consent agenda? If not, may I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Now may I have a motion to approve the items on the agenda, being a resolution adopting safety alternate 1. Actually, I'd like to handle this one separately, so I'm going to remove it from the consent agenda without objection. May I have a motion to approve a resolution adopting option safety alternate 1 as the preferred scenario for the Irving Park Road and Wooddale Road intersection study. Is that your motion, Alderman Wesley?
Yes, that is my motion.
Alderman Lewitton, do you second?
I second the motion.
Any comments or questions on this item?
No, Mayor.
If not, roll call, please.
Alderman Coles?
Yes.
Alderman Fleece?
Yes.
Alderman Knight?
Yes.
Alderman Cadella?
Yes.
Alderman Shockey?
Yes.
Alderman Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Lewitton?
Yes.
That's approved as Resolution R-08-21. That brings us to the remaining items on the omnibus agenda, being an approval of fiscal year 2008 audit report, an ordinance amending Chapter 15, Article 18, Section 15.1809 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Wooddale to include additional illegal activities, approval of the 2008 sidewalk program pay request number 2, approval of Clefston Lift Station rehab pay request number 3, approval of the Forest Creek Lift Station standby generator contract to Adlight Electric in an amount not to exceed $48,952. Roll call, please.
Alderman Coles?
Yes.
Alderman Fleece?
Yes.
Alderman Knight?
Yes.
Alderman Cadella?
Yes.
Alderman Shockey?
Yes.
Alderman Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Lewitton?
Yes.
Those items pass. Item 3 passes as ordinance O-08-49. That brings us to committee chairman reports, planning, zoning, and building. Alderman Shockey.
No report this evening.
Public health, safety, and judiciary. Alderman Coles.
No report.
Public works. Who's the alternate?
Right here.
Alderman Police,
No report.
Finance and Administration, Alderman Wesley.
I have two, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion on the floor to adopt ordinance number 0-08053, being the ordinance authorizing levy of a collection of taxes for the Corporation of Municipal Proposals for the City of Wooddale and DuPage County, Illinois for fiscal year coming May 1st, 2008, and ending April 30th, 2009.
Is there a second
Second.
on the question? Roll call.
Alderman Coles?
Yes.
Alderman Police?
Yes.
Alderman Knight?
Yes.
Alderman Cadella?
Yes.
Alderman Shockey?
Yes.
Alderman Wesley?
Yes.
That passes ordinance O-08-50.
Mr. Mayor, the other item on the agenda, I think before we make the motion on the floor, I wanted to consider a discussion on this, how people feel about changing meeting till 7 o'clock.
Actually, I need the motion on the floor before we can have discussion.
Okay?
That motion can later be amended.
I'll make the motion to adopt ordinance number 0-08051, being an ordinance amending the section 2-205A for municipal code of the city of Wooddale of 1993 to provide for the convenience of regular meetings of the city council at 7 p.m. and the postponement of such meeting in the event of circumstances holidays.
Let me slightly rephrase that to motion to approve the meeting schedule. You can't actually move to approve ordinance 0851 since we haven't voted on it yet. So it
Okay.
doesn't exist yet.
We'll take
Is there
that
a
out of the
second?
motion then.
I'll second that.
All right, on the question, Alderman Wesley, I do know, as I reviewed this, the Stormwater Committee would prefer to meet every other month rather than monthly. I don't know if that was one of the items you were going to bring up.
Well, that was one of the meetings. I mean, if we change the ordinance, where do we stand on that? I mean, and does that affect our committee meetings? Of council meetings or anything? Or is that just?
Not if we change the stormwater, no, it does not.
Okay. Well, my question then, to you, Mayor, then I would make a motion that we accept the motion that I have on the floor.
You did, but that motion's already on the floor.
Okay, well then,
I thought you were going to raise the issue as to whether we should change the council meetings to 7 PM.
I'm not ready to change the council meeting to 7 PM. That's the discussion I would like to have.
All right. Alderman Winger?
I'm sorry, I'm just coming in. Is the motion to have the meetings at 7 or 7:30?
The proposed ordinance is at 7.
Okay, because I was going to suggest the opposite, that we go 7:30 again across the board. It's too early for a lot of us, 7 o'clock.
Any further discussion? Alderman Lewitton?
I agree with Alderman Winger. I think she is correct in stating that it presents a problem for several of the aldermen to arrive on time. And I'm hoping that she's only late because she wanted to prove the point, but I know that she's very busy. So I think that I'd like to vote no on this, and then I would entertain a motion to make the committee meetings again at 7:30.
Alderman Cadella?
Just for the record, before the vote, I agree with Alderman Winger and Alderman Lewitton. 7:30 is much easier, certainly for myself, so thank you.
Is that the consensus? All right, Alderman West, I think you made the motion. Is it to approved, but with the changing the date to 7:30 instead of 7 for both committee and city council meetings?
Yes, that will be my motion.
Seconder agree? Anything further on the question?
Wait a minute.
Alderman, please.
Now we're also changing the committee meetings?
Actually, I just discussed that with Mr. Bond. I don't believe that is part of the ordinance, but
This is only, we're only just talking about the council meetings, correct?
we'll get you an answer on that. Alderman Shockey, did you have a question?
Yeah, I'm confused here now. You're talking about council and committee meetings, both at 7:30?
Correct.
Okay, and are you also talking about the stormwater meetings every second month?
No, that's not part of the ordinance. The ordinance just sets the city agenda, city council and city committee agendas.
Thank you.
Anything further? Roll call.
So,
Alderman
actually,
Knight?
all we're doing actually is just changing committee meetings back to 7:30,
Correct.
because council just remains the same.
Although the way it is drafted, it changed the council meetings to 7
Right.
in what you have in your packet.
Right.
The committee meetings take longer.
Anything further? Alderman, please.
So if we're putting the committee meetings back to 7:30, that's when we do most of the discussions. That's when, that's the reason we brought it down to 7 was because we were staying here till midnight or sometimes past.
I'm sorry. Alderman, please.
The reason we tried the 7 o'clock on the committee meetings because we had so much long discussions. We were here till 11:30, 12, 12:15. Again, if most of the council can't be here by 7, that's fine. I don't want to have a council meeting with 50% of the council here. We could leave it at 7:30, but can't we leave the committees at 7 possibly? So, since they are lengthier discussions?
Alderman Coles.
I would say let's leave it the way it is. 7 for the committees and 7:30 for council. And don't change nothing.
Alderman Winger.
The only problem with that is that it could confuse the public. The public needs a consistent time to show up here. You know, it makes a difference to us, whether it's committee or council, but a lot of people that want to keep up to date on what's going on in the city, it really doesn't make a difference to them whether it's council or committee. They just want to either come here at a certain time, every time, knowing Thursday 7:30 or Thursday 7 o'clock. You know, let's keep it as simple as we can. Thank you.
Alderman Knight.
All right, just to verify, the motion that's on the floor now is that both meetings will be at 7:30, council and committee?
Correct.
Okay.
Alderman Shockey.
I agree with Alderman Winger. I think if we need to have such long discussions, that we can leave it up to the city manager to have just certain committees on Thursdays and skip 1 or 2 committees if there isn't enough or anything important on it. It does get confusing to the people who try and watch it on TV, as well as those who are nice enough to attend our meetings. So I'd like to see all the meetings held at 7:30. Thank you.
Alderman Coles.
I'll go along with 7:30, but we have to have a limit on how late we're gonna stay. I mean, some of you people, I get up early in the morning, and I'm going along with the people that can't get here at 7 o'clock, which I can't. So we gotta have a limit on, we're not gonna be here till 1 o'clock at night, like sometimes, or 12 o'clock, a quarter of 12. That's ridiculous. That gives me 3 hours sleep. So, I mean, we either gotta cut it off at certain times, and that's up to the person that's running the committee. So, I mean, this is ridiculous. You're trying to change one thing and change another thing. Why don't we leave it the same way as it was? Them that make it, and them that don't make it are gonna be late.
I'm tempted to make a comment about beauty sleep, but I'll just let that pass.
Well, I mean, 4 o'clock is awful early in the morning, get up after you've been here 12 o'clock at night.
Anything further on the question? Roll call.
Alderman Coles.
I would say 7:30, fine.
No.
This is on the motion to approve.
A or nay, please.
No.
Okay. Alderman Police.
No.
Alderman Knight.
Yes.
Alderman, pardon me, Alderman Cadalla.
Yes.
Alderman Chalky.
May I ask to make sure now, we're talking about 7:30 for all the meetings?
That's correct.
I will vote yes.
Alderman Winger?
Yes.
Alderman Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Lewitton?
Yes.
That passes ordinance O-08-5.
Send in my report, Mayor.
Thank you, Alderman Wesley. At this time, I'm going to go back to Mayor's report. Item 1, Clean Air Counts, Item A, Clean Air Counts Committee presentation. Alderman Winger, do you want to go to the podium? And David, do you and your family want to join Alderman Winger at the podium? I'll give him the check. That's my part. There is a video
Okay.
component too.
Okay. For those of you that may not have been aware of our Wooddale Green Challenge, this is an initiative that the Clean Air Counts Committee had discussed and came up with the idea, I believe, brought to us by our Vice Chairman, Alderman Coles, and we agreed that this would be a great initiative for the city of Wooddale to work on. And we had several submissions, and we picked a first prize, which is a check for $250, second prize, $150, and then third prize, $100. And we really felt that this submission was extraordinary, and it was well put together, followed all the directions perfectly, and then also, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but it's very in keeping with some of the initiatives that the city is working on currently. We're working on different ordinances that may push for a more greener type of keepings among homeowners, and one of which is rain gardens. We're looking at this as an option. So now what we can do is we can see this put together by David Matura, and with that I will let David speak and explain a little bit further on what he did here, and then we'll present you with your prize.
We were looking at a magazine and we found a small picture about it, so we got the idea from that. And the rain garden holds more water than the grass, and the grass needs fertilizers and pesticides, and the rain garden doesn't. So the water is clean.
Very good. All right.
Great. Thank you.
And Dave, it's my pleasure on behalf of the citizens of Wooddale to present you with this check as first place winner for $250. Congratulations. All right. Good job. Third. And Christine. And that brings us to other business. May I have a motion approving a resolution setting forth the schedule? Oh, we just did that. May I have a motion approving a resolution setting forth the schedule of regular meetings of the City Council and committees of the whole of the City of Wooddale at 7:30 PM. Is there such a motion? Is there a second? Second. On the question? Hopefully not. Roll call.
Alderman Coles. Alderman Police. Alderman Knight.
Yes.
Alderman Cadalla.
Yes.
Alderman Shockey.
Yes.
Alderman Winger.
Yes.
Alderman Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Lewitton.
That passes Resolution R-08-52, and I would inform staff that at the request of the chairman and the committee, Stormwater would like to be scheduled every other month, beginning in January. We do need an executive session tonight on the subject of approval of the minutes, land acquisition, and personnel pursuant to 5 ILCS 120/2C21, 2C5, and 2C1. May I have a motion to, well, before I do that, again, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Happy Holidays to everybody. May I have a motion to adjourn the city council into executive session?
So move.
Is there a second? Roll call.
Alderman Coles.
Yes.
Alderman Police.
Yes.
Alderman Knight.
Yes.
Alderman Cadalla.
Yes.
Alderman Shockey.
Yes.
Alderman Winger. Alderman Wesley.
Yes.
Alderman Lewitton.
That passes.